want to thank you for being here. We've to socialize, to come here and express your love for Harland and this camp, and also the people around you. I mean, many of you have been here for a lot of years. Nurses, counselors, like Sammy. I raised her from a little girl a little bit.
This dirt is clean. To know this air is pure. For you to have what it was when you found out there was going to be something up here, and for you all to take time from your families, the expenses it took to get here, the flights, it's just overwhelming. And the thing is, I don't recognize some of you because it took me a couple times. I'm going, dang, they didn't have beards when they were here in high school. Thank you.
No, actually, it's a thank you to you.
Thank you.
Raise your drinks or your imaginary drinks. Love you all. Let's get pops on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pops!
All right, put your damn hats up in the air.
Two, shaking hands in front of this rock. And so I brought that picture down on my phone, and we looked at the backdrop to find where we were in the canyon based off the canyon wall. We walked around quite a while, and we got another video.
Well, Horse Lake.
There she blows.
Unearth
The capsule.
What? That jar. Where's the jar? Amy? Turn the lights on. When we found it, it had about a quarter-inch of water in it. But it's been sitting in my garage for a year. The water's evaporated, but I think we acquired some mold over the years. But all the results from 1975 to 1994 are in this jar. So, and Amy's name is visible on there, and so is Jessica's. Anyway, I want to present this to you, Harland, for all the great years.
Frankly, I don't know how you found it. Because I went down and I changed locations. Because I was worried after we finished in '94 that somebody was going to go down and actually dig it up and maybe not take as good care of it as the John here. But that is really something, Johnny. Wow.
Thanks to that badger.
What's the badger?
The badger exposed it, yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm Marty Beauchamp from Denver, Colorado, and Harland was my coach from 82 to 83, only 1 year. And I'm an artist, and 5 of my best friends are sitting in the seats here. And I'm not here without a phone call to Harland way back in '82. And he changed my life. And he changed a lot of lives sitting here. And I won't say too much more because I don't want to get too emotional. I love you, Coach. This painting is for you. It's your early happy birthday present. And for 50 years of serving all of us and kids, not only in this country, but all over the world. Because people have come from all over the world for this camp. And you teach us, have taught us a lot. So I'd like you to accept this gift. It's a painting of Big Indian, which I love. I worked for the camp for 17 years, helped Ron, and it's called A Path Through. And you've always taught me that there's always a path through, Marty, even when things get tough. So there's only one catch with this painting. I would ask that when you reach your final resting place and reach your goal, that this painting gets passed on to your son and my Steens brother, General Wyerty, the Wireties never throw away anything of value. So it's going to be around for a long time. So after I show you the painting, I'd like you and Jenner to come up, and Kevin's going to take a picture.
Jenner, go.
As an artist, I came to the camp in '07 with Nike, doing some design work at that point. Had largely lost my artistry, I would say, at that point. Kind of been sanitized out with a whole lot of design work, but this place, amongst other things, is, you all know, so special. It allowed me to reconnect with what it means to be inspired, what it means to see people love each other, truth, beauty, and goodness all around you. And so for the 17 years or so, that's kind of what I enjoyed about camp, also being a runner myself. So Jenner asked to join the 50 team this year, and I was humbled. But anyway, but the vision became just doing what Jenner did on screen here, but trying to do that in a just kind of a two-dimensional way. So the concept of the decades and what happened through each of those decades, and some of the banners that you see outside, and some of the posters that we'll offer for the campers and for folks here who want to buy them. There's maybe an auction canvas over there for anyone who wants to walk away with a piece. But all that, long story short, is that there's one special piece that I've created here for Harland that folks you can't get. So, but this is the black gold version of the 50 years up here on Steens, especially for Harland metal print.
At the Olympic trials, this was Harland selling these seat cushions. It says cheek to cheek, and there's Jimmy Carter. And you sit on Jimmy Carter at the 1980 Olympic trial. This is over there if somebody wants to buy this. I've had this for a long time.
Read the thing on the back of it.
Oh, okay. I would like to send my greetings to the spectators participating in the USA Track and Field Trials. Due to more important commitments, I cannot be with you today. However, in my place, I send you this personalized seat cushion to ease your pain and gain your support. Fans earn the right to observe the USA Trials through long and arduous seated sessions on hard and uncomfortable bleachers. It is difficult for the common American to appreciate what it means to sit through an entire trials while others are out there enjoying themselves. Although some of you Americans may be concerned that your posterior overlaps the cushion's edges, I must remind you that during these trying times, it is your responsibility to fight personal inflation. As you know, I have made a decision that will not permit you to take your inflationary cushion to the Moscow Games. However, they will be on sale in Philadelphia. Jimmy.
Hey!
Note, to preserve your cushion, do not wash or take out of the plastic bag. Keep it in hostage where it belongs.
We have a few things that we would like to give out. Okay, so Hlavacs, we got a plate for you. It's a special 50th commemorative plate.
You did all the 50th year
Yes.
artwork, and it's phenomenal. So thank you.
Yeah, all the banners that are above the bar are fabulous. right, Pete and Cheryl. Who wants to come up? Well, you both need to come up.
We were pretty young back in 90.
I'm so shy when you smile for Sarah. Oh, I'm Sarah. Yay, I'm so glad Sarah made it. Man, someone never gets to celebrate her anniversary at home with her husband. Karma. Welcome, thank you for sharing on.
Finally got something.
Harland and Kay, you get a special plate. Where are you? Oh, there. Come on in, Harland.
This is starting to be a big day.
Oh, thank you. And the plate too.
I do want to say something that I've been thinking about today. Speaking of jam, when Jessica said they were going to have apple crisp tonight, Jen was a baker, and she loved to bake. She made a lot of apple crisp. You do the same thing. And I just felt really honored to feel like a piece of Jen was here today. I felt like she was with all of us. And I know she would love this. I would love to have a beer with her.
Oh, she would love to have a beer with you. Seriously, yeah. Yeah,
I
there's
appreciate her.
yeah.
I appreciate you.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Yes.
Jennifer and Heather, come on up, get your special plate.
Thank you, Jessica.
You're
We know you didn't do anything.
We met last week.
Yeah, this is for you.
Thank you. That was
Yeah, we
So,
did.
wait, no, okay, so those. Here, can I have this? Okay,
Are
thanks.
we gonna eat now?
Yes, so Sarah just got married.
Yes.
This is her honeymoon. Sarah does a lot of work up at camp. And Ryland, come on up. They've been married for 6 days, and this is their honeymoon. So this last set of flowers is for them.
Cross-country team at Lane in 1980. And as a result of that, next summer I came up to Steens Mountains for the first time and was up here for about 6 weeks. And pretty much it was Harland and me and one other guy, and then the Wyarty kids, although they weren't worth much because they were 4 years old. But it really, I've looked back at this over the years, and this doesn't happen on purpose. This is something that evolved over the years. I'll give you an idea how it evolved. When in 1981, I think, Harland told me, he goes, "We've got 35 campers. What are we going to do with them?" We had no idea what to do. And so every day it was just fly by the seat of your pants, figure it out. That was the river run, stuff like that.
That's a true story.
And I've looked at this over the years, and there's very few times in life that you get to be a part of what I would say a heritage or a legacy. And a legacy is something that's passed on, but you don't know it until after the fact, until you look back and realize
where it came from. I really feel honored because I was right up at the front. And Mark Anderson, you were the front of it. You know, Lynn and Lyle Purdue, they were the next year. But I got to be right up there at the front. I was first college counselor. I didn't even know what that was. Yeah, when I went to Lane, I majored in eligibility. It was one. And I came down in 1982, came down from this camp, and Harland set me, he said, yeah, there's this group out there in Eugene, the Athletics West, and he set me up to go talk with their exercise physiology people.
Gunnar, well done, my good son. All right. Well, you're all very lucky. I'm really going to take a leak. And as you get older, sometimes you got to take a leak. You know, I'm a very lucky guy. I'm a very lucky guy that I have actually witnessed while I'm still alive what could be said when I'm dead. So here I am. I'm a witness to what probably a few years I'll never see you guys again. You probably hear that, hey, Harland got his ashes buried on the mountain, or somewhere next to my dad, who's buried in a Hills Brothers coffee can, next to his brother, who's also buried in a Hills Brothers coffee can.
And Meredith. Maybe later.
I don't think Starbucks will make coffee cans. But anyway, they're buried on the Steens in the coffee can, right where they herded sheep back in the 1930s and 40s. And some of you have seen the kiosk that's up there that says Celebration of Basque History on the Mountain. Well, Johnny, I do not want you and John to go find those coffee cans. I guarantee you, you probably won't. There may be the ghost, a Basque ghost that comes out of nowhere at midnight somewhere in wherever you're at. But it very well could be. There might be a coffee can for me up there somewhere. The other thing that I might say is, someone said it earlier. We didn't know what we were doing, but we did it anyway. And sometimes that's what you have to do. If your life is so planned and so rote, and then suddenly you're a prisoner to that, you have no leeway to actually find out what the truth really is sometimes. You think you're on the right trail, but sometimes you're not on that right trail. So the very essence of camp is I was born in that country. I went to a one-room country schoolhouse. I had the same teacher for 6 years, Mrs. Maness, double O school. And I just found out tonight that somebody that was at camp at Wilsonville for 3 solid years just got a job teaching at double O school. I'm going to go visit that school because I've not been back, but I definitely want to go visit it when one of my former campers is actually teaching at the double O school. So the matter of the fact is, this. You're a chameleon to what you surround yourself with. When you're on that mountain, it's very easy to understand that there's something a lot bigger than what you are out there. Flatland America, most of the time you think you're the bigger one. But you cannot get on top of Steens and look down through the Tiger, you look down off the east rim in the Almore Desert and not think that there's who created this. Sure in hell wasn't some landscaper out of Portland or Eugene. But when you live in those areas pretty quick, you understand that you think that it's you that is the creator. Pretty quick you're worshiping man because everything you see is made by man. The sidewalks made by man. The trees that are planted alongside the road, that was so-and-so landscaping. Boy, aren't they good? Yeah, let me give you their car. They do a great job. Well, hey, what about that building over there that's 14 million story? Oh, that was so-and-so. Well, what about this newest tape that's out? It's not tape anymore. What about this new thing that's out? Oh boy, that's quite an artist. That's really an artist. Yeah, have you seen what they've done? Have you read the so-and-so book by so-and-so and the series? And have you done on TV and boy, they got this back this season, that back this season? You're inundated by what Latin America surrounds you with, and pretty quick you're a chameleon to that. And pretty quick your police system embroils that. You can't live in Steens and not believe there's something bigger than yourself. You cannot go on a big day across Canyon and not believe there's something bigger than yourself. I was lucky to live in remote Harney County. Largest county in Oregon, probably in size-wise, I think there's five, it's bigger than 5 states. Burns is right here. And guess what? I think Michael T. said this a few years ago. When Steens Mountain Running Camp is in operation, we're the 3rd largest city in Harney County. So, you become a chameleon to that. You find that something's bigger than what you are. I always knew there was a God because of living here. Just did. I don't know if I lived in wherever, I'm not too sure I would ever have that belief. But when I'm up there, I know there's a God. I see what has been created. It wasn't by man. Man didn't create that aspen tree. Man didn't create those beautiful rock bluffs with all this amazing moss on it. Man didn't create that quaking aspen underneath where the root system figures out a way to create a family. Man didn't create the ability of the aspen tree that when things go rough for that tree or things go rough for that sagebrush, somehow it adapts. The roots grow deeper. The roots grow stronger. The sagebrush, when it's hot like today, curls up to save moisture. How do you save moisture when things get hot? How do you survive when things get really cold? Take a lesson from what you're out here and surrounded with. You can't take that lesson from a sidewalk in Portland or a giant building in Chicago. But you can if you're out there enough. I was lucky I was alone a lot as a kid because out at the ranch, there was no people. I mean, 5 kids in my whole school was a double O. Same teacher for 6 years. And we were out there on a tractor all day long. Oh my gosh, is that dust over there? I wonder who that is. Oh my gosh.
what do you suppose they're out here for? It's like, I was just searching for a face, searching for somebody that you could go, wow, how's it going? To this day, I love people because I wasn't around a lot of people. To this day, I understand that when you look at somebody, you figure out a way to love them. You figure out that just maybe, that you're the problem, not them. You just look for the best in people, and guess what? You're going to get it. You look for the worst? Oh yeah, you're going to get that too. The fun part about this camp is it's attracted really, really talented, wonderful, kind, loving people. That's you. That's you. That's you, that's you, that's you, that's you, that's you. Oh yeah, did we make mistakes? Yes, we have, but you never define somebody by their mistake. You give them a little grace, a little mercy, a little bit of, you know what? We all grow. We're entitled to get older, smarter, and wiser. And yeah, maybe our mistake just knocks us on our butts. But in Flatland America, well, that wasn't your fault. That was somebody else's fault that kicked your butt. That wasn't your fault. The beautiful thing about Steens is, what I loved about Steens is, and this is truthful, this is somehow I picked my counselors, camp assistants, is when you get tired, how do you react? How do you react? How do you react when you get tired? Is it mommy's fault that made me come here? Or is it, you know what, maybe I better get my butt in shape before I get up here and I'll do it better next time. So it's called eternal honesty when things get tough. You look at and be honest with yourself and others when things get tough. It's not the blame game. Never has been. But Flatland America, it's always somebody else's fault. Always. That's why you're here. And you learn similar lessons because the mountain don't give a crap. It'll kick your butt. The mountain treats everybody with the same. With the same altitude, same down, same this, same that. And guess what? When you start something, there's no equity at the end. Not everybody gets to the end at the same time, do they? It should teach you something. It should teach you something. But that's up to you to figure that out. Flatland America, oh boy. Hey, you work hard, you play hard by the rules, you're honest. You're honest with yourself and others when times get tough. So, a lot of people said a lot of things, but they're all amazingly, very gratifying to me and to the people that work for you. And that's because we're all one. When you're all one, you become all one. With many comes one. When a mountain creates that circumstance. I love my family. I want to say, will the family please come out here because, you know, family, come on. Yes, great, that's you. In today's America, you have, well, what's going to happen? Well, I tell you what, when you talk about purpose in life, when you're this is my family. How can you fail when you
got family. You have a purpose. You have a reason. Even though times are damn tough when you're raising kids and families, because look at that. One of the mistakes is they only all
A lot.
But you love them anyway. You'll love them anyway. And with family, you've got plenty of support. You've got things to live for. You've got purpose in your life. You're going to purpose. Oh, hey, get married, have a couple of kids, and you'll immediately have purpose. You will. In today's America, oh boy, I don't want to raise one kid because they're expensive. You know what? When I get older, I need 45 things on my bucket list. And pretty quick you got, what the hell purpose is in the bucket list? Well, you got the family, you got the kids, you got to find a reason. God created family for a reason. And guess what? We're a family, aren't we? And look how we're family. And somehow the mountain created family. So I want to say thank you. All the work you've done on the 50th year reunion. Thank you for, please, keep your educations. Please, continue your knowledge.
Well, that's
How many people saw a mustache in me in the film?
Oh,
Do you know why I don't have a mustache now? Well, I'll tell you. This young man right here is the cause of that. He was having a little bit of trouble in school. And I looked at him and I go, damn it, Jenna, you better get off your ass. And you better graduate. By the way, you're never going to graduate going back. He goes, what'd you say?
Stay with my style, so I'll graduate.
Everybody's got, you look at a Swiss watch, it's not just the winder, it's not just the wheel. There's a lot of wheels in that Swiss watch. And with one wheel gone, doesn't work. So intricately, that's who you are. You make it work. You make it work. You love kids. You love the mountain. And when that continues, it will continue, as Melody said, for years to come. For sure. You know, I was thinking back, and I'm going, I don't know why I don't have to pee yet. I'm getting there. I started thinking in regard to, and this happens to be Jackson Burrell's favorite quote, by the way. Right? Sure. Yeah. Oh, he will. I said, in your recent visit to Steens, you may have absorbed some of the characteristics of the mountain. Ruggedly strong, delicately beautiful, naturally kind, extremely adaptable, and wonderfully wise. That's the Steens. You look at the little flowers, that's delicately beautiful, but yet you look at that, and that's ruggedly strong. That's, and you're a chameleon to that mountain. You become part of what is the characteristics of that mountain. You just do. And over 50 years and going up there as a boy this tall, you just feel it. You feel it. And you feel that there's something bigger than yourself. Because there's something bigger than yourself, God is good. And Mark, come on up here and I'll finish with this. And might as well get the Batty boys up here.
I believe it.
Probably all of us do. Me too.
These guys were the first ever 1975 people that came up on the mountain, and you all know what happened. You all know what happened. And I remember this young man right here, he was a sophomore at the time. He was a sophomore. Senior. And I remember Art was on the ground, sleeping bag over him. And everybody on that bus was shaken to pieces. And guess who was shaken the most? Me. 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 Guess who was shaken the least? Him. Him. We opened up the door. Mark went to the door, looked out, ground at Art, covered over the sleeping bag, and said, Art, we love you. We'll see you in heaven. In a calm, wonderful, kind, knowing way. And you know what, Mark? You talk about planting seeds of Christianity. I was somebody that did it my way, blah, blah, blah. I always knew there was a God, but that planted the seed. And then when Jan Laird died with non-smoking lung cancer, all of a sudden I became a Christian. But thanks to you, you planted that seed, buddy. But God is good. It's just that sometimes you never know it until it's later on in your life. But thank you. Thank you very much. And now, let the games begin. Let's open.
What's our break tonight?
What's our break?
You do it. I'll do it.
It's his birthday. It's 50 years. It's his birthday.
Amen.
We can go straight to the break if you want.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ron. Happy birthday to you.
You know,
Okay, now break.
now have a break.
Hands up. Thank you for everybody coming here tonight. Appreciate all of you guys.
50 years on
What we got, right?
Steens on 3.
Steens on 3.
1, 2, 3.